Hey, what is up guys, Raven here, and well, Raven, so it's a Ravenator type of deck, and it is a Corviknight deck for today, so welcome guys with another fantastic deck. So this is Monday, right, we've got a happy Monday, oh, that's a trade, that was completed. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. Let me know how was your weekend down there below in the comment section, and we are coming back with a deck that I really did enjoy. It is a type of stall deck, but also can really hit your opponent and attack. This is a Corviknight deck from Sword and Shield, but with a twist as usual, right, with the brand new cards from Rebel Clash. So for those who don't know, Iron Wings is an amazing attack. You may discard 2 energies from this Pokemon, and if you do, well, it takes 100 less damage. If you use Melcario GX, it takes 130 less damage. If you have Middle Frying Pan on it, you take minus 160 damage, which is huge. But you're like, Raven, you have to discard 2. How are you going to put them back? Well, it's a great question. You put them back with Magnezone, right? You have Mount Coronet, you use Mount Coronet, you bring back those 2 energies, write that into your hand, you use a Magnezone, put them back on the active, and you attack again. And this is like an loop that you want to create, but not always this can happen, so we do have to have plan B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, and we do have all those plans definitely with this deck. So we're not only using Corviknight, Pack, Iron Wings, but also, well, we have the Melcario's Heavy Impact, Full Metal Wall GX, right, as early on as we can do that, Full Metal Wall GX, but also we will be attacking with the Zacian V, so we'll be using the power of Metal types. But you will say, oh yeah, but sometimes the damage output is not as big as you would want it to. Well, it's true, but that's why we do actually have the Steely Spirit and 20 more damage that our Mel type Pokemons are dealing. So for example, if we would go, because we will play 2, this can hit Iron Wings for up to 170, and you take less than 160. That is an amazing attack. So let's go card by card and let's see, what the deck is all about. I kind of told you what it's all about. So we do play actually line of 3-2-3. Rookie D, Corviknight, of course. Remember, those 2 are not metal type. This is, I can't stress that enough. Those are not metal types, and you really have to remember that because it's easy to forget. With 3 Corviknights. Then we got a line of 2-2 actually Galarian Meow, the brand new one with the evolution Roar that helps you get to his evolution. With the 2, of course, Berserkers with a Steely Spirit. I do actually play 1 Jirachi here. If you want, you can play 2. I feel like 1 is enough, but you can always cut 1 Lily and go for 2nd Jirachi, or cut Lilies in general and go for 3. It's all good. Then we got 2 Melcarios, of course, Heavy Impact, Full Metal Wall GX, especially Full Metal Wall GX, right? You have 2 energies underneath it. Use GX. Not only your Mel type Pokemon take 30 less damage, but also you discard all the energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. If you're facing someone that has a lot of energy underneath their active, that's gonna hurt them, and we want to do that, right? We want to hurt them. It does help, stalling the game until you get what you need, and then, you have the Corviknight, and you can keep on attacking. They can't really do a lot to you. Then we go line of 2-2, Magnemite and Magnezone. Why we don't have a middle one? That's a great question. We will be using rare candies to evolve, so that's why we are not using a middle one. 1 copy of Zacian V and 1 copy of Zamazenta V. That is a new tech that also is happening with this deck. Why? Well, because of the Dauntless Shield. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks from opponent's Pokemon VMAX. I said that many times. There's more and more VMAXs right now in the format, so you do want to have a tech that actually helps you to play against them. I know like 130 is not a lot, but the fact that you can actually discard a special energy is huge. If you're playing, Dragapult VMAX, discarding this horror energy is amazing, and it helps a lot. And of course, discard happens before it can put damage on you, so you actually 130, you don't get hit by horror energy. Then we got 3 evolution instances and only 2 Pokegears 3.0. Then we go down, of course, to our beautiful trainer cards, and we got 3 Quick Balls, 3 rare candies, 2 Mount Coronet. Again, here if you want to, you can play more of Mount Coronet, but again, I feel like 2 is enough, but you might go for 3 if you feel like, if you feel you're gonna need it. And then we have 2 Bosses Orders. Again, the card that is just absolutely amazing. The card that is, you can't go better than that in terms of supporters right now. We know this is going to be a great card, but it is just an amazing. It's just like Guzma. It comes down to you have it or you don't sometimes. And well, this is it. This is the card you have to have 2 copies of. You can't go 1, you can't go 0, 2 or 3 or 4. Then we got 3 Cynthias, 2 Erika's Hospitalities. And again, Erika's Hospitality is the card that a lot of people speculate it might, become a lot better post-rotation. Because, well, we do actually have Cynthia rotating out, we do have Lily rotating out. So people are like, oh man, this might actually be quite good. And in my opinion, yeah, it might actually turn out to be not that bad. You can play this card only if you have 4 or fewer cards in your hand. Draw a card for each of your opponent's Pokemon, and players can draw up to 6 cards. So if you have 4, well, you might have 9-10 cards in your hand, which is really good if you ask me. If you don't want to get rid of your hand with Marnie or research or anything else that actually you have. Then we got 2 Lilies, 1 Malwan Lana, 2 Magnolias, right? Professor's Research Magnolia. We've got 1 Air Balloon, 1 Escape Board. Of course, Air Balloon we're going to be using on Magnezone or Zacian or Milcario, depending on the situation on the board. Then we got 1 Escape Board for the Jirachi, 2 Metal Frying Pan, 1 Recycle Energy, and you want to play that Recycle only over here on the Corviknight, because when you discard, you can actually discard Recycle and it's going to come back to your hand. In that way, you're only discarding 1 Metal type Energy, which is a lot easier to pull off than bringing back 2 sometimes, and 9 Metal type Energies. That is it. That is the whole deck. It's a really fun deck to play, and this is a key word, fun. Definitely for you, maybe not always for your opponent, but it is what it is sometimes. So let's go to the gameplay portion. Let's have some. Would you like to go first? Yes. I want to go first and see what happens. Alright, we got a Magnemite, sure. Okay, so Quick Ball on Corviknight, and I'm gonna go with Zacian, actually. So I do have escape board switches, so I'm just gonna go Interpret Sword. Yeah, there we go. So we're gonna have Magnezone. Next turn, Evolution Incense, Candy. Great. Hopefully, he's just going to build his bench so I can use Erika's Hospitality. A lot of people are actually, thinking that Erika is going to come back pretty hard post-rotation. So what do you think, is Erika going to come back after rotation? I think definitely, there is a bit of potential in her. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Mysterious treasure. Is that a Tina Chomp? No, that's just a Giratina. Okay. I thought that was a Tina Chomp. Be above the trend. I'm using her here. I mean, the only downside of her is she can only draw you up to 5. Yeah, exactly, right? It's really specific, that's true. Okay, we got Rikidai. Let's get that Magnezone. Oh yeah, up to 6. Yeah, right. Because now I'm gonna draw 4. Yes. You're completely right. But it's, you know, it's really matchup dependent, right? Like I'm definitely not, you're not gonna see it in any control decks or any deck that has like really big hands. But at the same time, you know, it definitely helps you post reset stand. But so Magnolia, so as well, you know, other cards. But but I can definitely see her being played more often than like Dan, for example, or something, you know? Like Dan is this, you know, is this like weird friend that you don't really want to hang out, but he's, you know, he's there, and you go like, ah man, Dan, really, mate, again. Just like how. I mean, I would even say it's worse because you have to still like play rock paper scissors to draw 3, right? At least how will give you those 3 cards, you know, like that, like already. Well, yeah, we can say that, wait. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's strategy. I mean, it would be great. I mean, I wanted to see Blaine's quiz, but they banned the card for Worlds, which was... I think it was the worst part of Worlds last year that they've banned it. But then again, yeah, like the languages and stuff, so... Yeah, that was a no-brainer. By the way, the Sand/GX deck is everywhere recently. I mean, yeah, like, no, you could actually mess with someone, because, like, let's say you have a card in, like, Spanish, you know, or in Japanese. How am I supposed to, like, guess the attack in Japanese, or, like, in Spanish, right? And you can just tell the guy, like, sorry, not wrong. I mean, at least with Oranguru, you're guessing a type, right? So it is a bit different. Yeah. I mean, it was vague, right? You know. Okay. Research. Okay. Balloon. And interpret sword. Okay. Now we're getting it. So really, that was, I remember that was a gym promo in Japan like a year ago or something. It's cool to see it here finally, but What is the deck that you just, you know, or a card that you go for a GX? Like, that's it. Because you can easily achieve this 100 on all the benched all the damaged mons. But I don't know. Okay. And GX. But remember, are people, you know, at your local community restarting or resuming to play Pokemon or like Pokemon tournaments this week or not? Because here still we're not, you know, hosting anything. Like I said, I know I'm kind of you know, I know I can make our local game store angry, but I just want to be, you know, sure that I'm safe, you know. So yeah, yep. So GX, as I said, right? What do we have in here? Okay. For at least 4 weeks, alright. Because I mean, I know people here do want to come back, but it's like we have to be safe, guys. We have to. So Zacian gets knocked out. I'm going for, well, Mount Coronet, energy on Melcario. If, of course, okay, so never mind. Magnezone is gonna get knocked out as well. So I'm going for the GX, my own GX. Yep, so as I said, right now, Magnezone is knocked out. Raven. Zacian V gets knocked out, so he's down to 2, and all I have is Melcario. Okay. I mean, I'm not mad at it. Yeah. Like, I know people do want to, you know, like, go back to, like, what ammo, right, to like, the tabletop ones. So, like, you know, the Stormers, I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, like, heavily pushing to come back. I mean, in our local game store, so I know that, like, they are really heavily pushing it. So, you know, so if you're, you know, if you are an owner, you go like, okay, I'm gonna ask other guys, right? Because if those guys are pushing so hard, maybe the others as well, you know? But yeah, GX, female wall, and good luck without energy. So 9 cards left. I don't think he's gonna be able to bring that energy back. I think we're good here. So Zilla, I hope you haven't spent, you know, whole night actually hunting that shiny. Okay, Roxy. So yeah, he's going all in on Roxy. But is there anything he can draw at this point? I don't really think so. I mean, he would need 16 more Roxys or a ton more energy to even do something. And I'm taking, what, 50, 30 less damage? 30 less, okay. 22 cards. It's more overpaid to win. I mean, you're talking online or IRL? Steel Fist. I mean, there is weakness involved, so... There we go. No, I just think the players want to come back, you know, for Yugi, and it's not bad, you know, it's not bad for them to come back, you know, to get back to that groove. I can understand that. Because I do also understand, like, myself. Oh, online. Oh, yeah, I'm talking about IRL. Yeah. So this is probably the reason, right? Because you got paid to win online. So, yeah, so you want to come back IRL. Yeah, I can get that. By the way, we've won. In the meantime, we've won. Of course, after the GX, there was nothing to do for him. He can scoop up. Let's scoop up, mate. Like, there's literally nothing you can do. You do not have the energy. You have nothing. That's a victory. We can move on. Oh, hey! You're 5,000. I do believe in this deck. Come on, deck. I feel like I found a strategy how to win against Tom. Just wear a t-shirt and a hat that, you know, with Pikachu and Zekrom, or like, you know, lightning type. So it's gonna focus on that, and then you're like, oh, you know, gotcha. Absol. Okay. Is that ADP Milotic? Energy Spinner? Definitely ADP. Research. Okay. Still I wish. Yeah, I need a hospitality at this point. Yep. I'm like an actioneer. Yep. Like, or all in action. Wait, what? Okay, now he got me confused like crazy. Wait. Like, it's okay, so I was right that it's an ADP Milotic. So I was right about that. Welder and Fire type energy. We've got a Slumbering Forest. I mean, I know I'm easily confused, but holy moly. Okay, Ergo Hospitality. Did my ELO drop? No, I had a win streak now. Like a pretty decent one, so my ELO didn't drop. But I'm happy that I know this is your first question. Did your ELO drop? Okay. And Intrepid Sword. But I haven't seen, like, you know, okay, you've got a welder engine in this, but he like mightn't drop, but I'm like honestly trying to figure out what is happening over here. What? Alright, so we got a Mallow and Lana. Okay, I can use that. Intrepid Sword. I don't know what is happening here. It's like they're even two heads at this point. Okay. Okay. So okay, so just to explain myself, I was waiting. I didn't play the Malon Lana because I was waiting until he's gonna put ADP so I can discard energy from it. But hey, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, for everything you're doing. And if you want to support us even further, click on the sub button. Why not? You know, add another milestone. So every single 100 subscribers, we do have a 20 code giveaway, which is huge, and you don't want to miss on that. So thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, down there below, 5% discount on any code you purchase on Professor Oak. Take care. Goodbye. Mwah, good night. Happy Monday. Have a fantastic day. Bye.